Rev up your passion with AEO, the ultimate Assetto Corsa community. Calling all automotive enthusiasts and racing aficionados, join us the exhilarating world at AEO Discord, your premier hub for everything Assetto Corsa. Connect with like-minded individuals who share your love for cars, tracks, and the thrill of the race. Participate in thrilling races, leagues, and challenges organized by our dedicated team. Discuss setups, mods, and tips to enhance your driving skills and performance, and enjoy a welcoming and supportive environment where everyone is passionate about racing. Benefit from the knowledge and experience of seasoned drivers and simulation enthusiasts. We're committed to evolving and growing our community to meet the needs of all racing fans. For more details and updates, visit aeoboys.com. And join us today at our Discord at discord.gg/AEO Boys and unleash your passion for driving in Assetto Corsa. Whether you're a seasoned driver or just starting out, AEO welcomes you to join our dynamic community. Rev your engines and accelerate into the world of virtual driving.
This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta. DJ Spillis, we beat the realest team on the billis. Watch out, I kill it, watch out, I spit it on the mic, feel it. Y'all can't do what I do, just admit it. I'm about to get it, money, get it. Drop it to the floor, shake my big bitties, bopping like did it. My face look pretty, y'all ain't doing shit, no, I done did it. Cause I'm marvelous, fantabulous, a bad chick, the flow sick like oh shit. You know this, I'm too fit to ever quit. Knocking these fools out like pool sticks. I do this, I move this, I prove this. Bars be hard like a pound of bricks. It go up, jump the boogie to the bang bang high. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta.
It's Missy E and DJ Skrillex, yeah. This shit so hot, you need it, yeah.
Hey everyone, MB Drifts here. Join me on Patreon to elevate your drifting skills with 3 levels of drift school, personalized Assetto Corsa support, and flexible 30-minute anything goes sessions. Your support helps maintain our event servers, which we really need. Head over to patreon.com/MB_drifts and choose your tier. Let's hit the virtual track together.
Hi guys.
How's
How's
it
it
going?
going? What's up? How's everyone's week been so far? You don't want to do it right now? You want to wait a second? Wait till I'm back on the road. There you go. Yeah, now you can do it. There we go. What? What? I just... Okay. Right. Yes, this is indeed the truth. So dampeners in game for Assetto, what we've got is a fast bump, a fast rebound, and a rebound setting, right? These 4 settings are just kind of like a basic functionality that you may see when you're trying to tune. And the way that we like to deal with these, actually, DCS, did you have a written description of that, or I'm gonna just use mine? I would love to use mine. All right, yeah. All right, so in Assetto, there's built-in help files, right? If you roll your mouse, and if you have this enabled in Content Manager and roll your mouse over the word bump over dampers, you're going to get this description that pops up. The damper stops the spring oscillation. Dampers create a force to slow the speed of the suspension's compression. So with bump, I like to think of it as it's your reactivity. The higher the bump, the more feeling you're going to get in the wheel and the more reactive the car is going to be.
Right, right. Hey,
The
by the way,
lower the
thanks for the shout
value,
out, Tony.
hey, Tony. So the lower the value for your front bump, it's going to make the car feel a little more predictable, a little sluggish, I guess. More slower in reactions, less precision, less stability under braking. But the other side of that means that it'll lower the temperature of the tire wear, or temperature of the tires and the wear of the tires. So in the rear, if you notice that you're heating your tires up way too damn fast in a lap, lower your bump, drop that bump down to under a quarter in the rear, and that should back off some of how fast you're heating up. Next, we've got the fast bump. So the fast bump stops the spring's oscillation the initial time. right? So this is right as you're starting to go over that compression spot that's making your spring go in, right? That first compression is your fast bump in game. So higher values will make the suspension absorb less, right? So it's going to keep that from going in. It's going to keep that from happening. What that's also going to do is keep it from bottoming out. And your initial bottom out is what's very important on bank tracks. You want to make sure that that suspension can absorb every bit of that corner so that you can be precise, because those angles on curved banks at like Orlando or Wall Stadium or Evergreen in Washington, uh, yeah, those you really have to fix your suspension for. They're very serious tracks. The flatter tracks, you can definitely have a bit of a higher bump if you want, or you can even go lower if you want to slow down the car's reactions to make it more sluggish. If it feels like it's snapping way too quick. Let's see, rebounds. So the damper stops the spring oscillation from rebounding. It's the force that prevents the spring from extending back after it compresses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So higher values in the front make the car more stable under acceleration and more stable on fast changes like direction changes and chicanes. Lower values, though, will eliminate that understeer that you're going to get in acceleration. So when you're accelerating and you're trying to turn, but it's just going straight, it's running right into a wall. You can't get that turn in, but you still want to
Right.
be able to accelerate right there. That's when you're going to set your rebound up a little bit. Or lower, actually. Lower. Sorry, I'm retarded. Lower. Um, there we go.
So I do ask
Now,
also, real fast. Um, Guys, bear in mind, we do this podcast, we do this remotely. All of us live in different locations, so if you do see cameras buffering from time to time, just understand that that's why. Also being that there's a lot going on here, my personal connection that sends everything out. Hopefully we don't experience it too much, but if you do notice a little bit of lag, it should clear up momentarily. So just understand that's why it's
yeah,
all a remote thing. We're not obviously on a set together. So
yeah.
go ahead, continue, man, my guy.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. All right, so for the rear, you have a little bit of a different aspect of tuning than you do the front. So think of it in terms of the front, you want to be able to get that precision, that grip that you can direct around the corner. In the rear, you want to be able to tune out, say, how far you're drifting out, how much grip your exterior wheel has in the turn. You can tune that out in your dampers. So for the, like I was saying, for the bump in the rear, lower values will make the car more predictable, but slower in reaction. So if you want the car to be sluggish, if you want it to be much slower on the transition, you're going to lower your bump. Transversely, if you raise your bump, if you want to get that snappy transition, like on togs or on some certain tracks, yeah, raise your bump. Uh, but on a lot of cars, I've noticed there's not a whole lot in the way of bump or fast bump or even fast rebound. Some some cars adjustments for dampers only consist of a rebound or maybe even a bump and a rebound. So you'll only be able to tune how hard the compression is or the extension is from the compression for the rebound in the rear, in the front.
Right.
Very important thing to take into consideration is how hard you need the rear end to transition in these turns on certain tracks. You may want to be a little less precise and hard in the rear. Uh, let that rebound just sag a bit, lower the rebound down a little bit. Okay, it'll help the car drive a little nicer.
Okay, so um, in relations to, because obviously over at the AEO Boys Discord, we are obviously focused around Assetto Corsa and sim driving. What do you see like IRL? Because obviously you drift in real life as
Yep.
well, and you're starting to get
Yep.
into really making changes to your setup. Um,
Yeah. So regarding
and
that
what's your
aspect,
real quick though, like do you
yeah.
approach balancing everything like the same in the game as you do like sort of IRL, or what major differences do you see, or like
What
what's your take on
I'm
that?
okay, so what I'm trying to do IRL is very much the same thing as in game. I'm I'm trying to basically simulate softening the rear end to be able to get my sag and get precise to get on that line for the outer zones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to soften my rear end IRL, which I only have a rebound setting on my Rev 9 coilovers. So I have to soften that all the way up, right? And then in the
Mm,
front, what I do with my rebound setting there is I'm going to tighten that all the way up, or just a little bit off of all the way up, so that it has just a little bit of give, but not much. You know, you want it to stay pretty tight, pretty there, as you if you get my get drift.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, the suspension settings that you may encounter in game and IRL are very much the same, very much related because it's a simulation. It's a direct simulation of IRL.
right. So I guess now that we've, heard your piece and kind
Yeah.
of uh, your reference to, IRL and virtual, I guess we can run through um, the the data sheet here that we've kind of compiled. Um, just a quick explanation with you know, IRL dampeners. So like I said, the function of dampeners control the movement of the suspension system, managing the compression upward movement or the rebound downward movement of the springs. Impact on drifting is properly tuned dampeners help maintain the tire contact with the track surface, ensuring consistent grip and predictable handling during high-speed maneuvers and transitions. Tuning dampeners for drifting, compression adjustment, adjusting compression settings affects how quickly the dampener compresses when encountering bumps or uneven surfaces. In drifting, firmer compression settings can help stabilize the car during initial weight transfer and entry into a drift. Um, Rebound adjustment, rebound settings control the rate at which the dampener extends after compression, influencing how quickly the suspension returns to its natural position. Um, Faster rebound settings are generally preferred in drifting to maintain tire contact with the track and to prevent bounce or loss of traction. Um, Practical considerations are track conditions. Adjust your dampener settings based on the track surface, whether it be a smooth or bumpy, to optimize your grip and minimize your body roll. Um, Experiment with different settings during your practice sessions. Yeah, this is true IRL and virtual to find the ideal balance between stability and responsiveness. And then it comes down to, driver preferences, fine-tune dampeners according to what the driver's preferred driving style, aggressive versus smooth transitions, or their comfort level with handling the car's characteristics. Feedback from experienced drivers, let's see here, and track testing are invaluable in refining dampener settings for optimal performance. So don't be afraid to look out to others and see what settings they might be using. Might might help you fine tune your tune specifically. Um, Advanced
Yeah, that's
techniques and
true.
technologies, and then it goes into two-way adjustable dampeners. Some drifters use advanced two-way adjustable dampeners that allow a separate
Yeah.
adjustment of compression and rebound independently. Um,
Yeah,
this
the
level of
bump and the
customization,
rebound, yeah.
yeah, this level of customization enables precise tuning for specific track layouts, various driving conditions, and encountered during competitions. So dampeners are integral part to achieving precise control and stability in competitive drifting. Excuse me, I can't seem to speak today. Mastering the art of dampening tuning involves a blend of technical knowledge, practical experimentation, and driver intuition to unlock the full potential of a drift car's performance. And I would say I absolutely agree um, with that statement. Um, just I like myself, I don't drift or anything like that on the regular or IRL or but I do virtually, and I do know that tuning and of your vehicle is the biggest thing that you can do to make that car work for you. Make it work for you.
Yes, big truth. You can make a
So,
car go from completely undrivable to precision throwing darts with tunes. Like I can start, let's say, give me a car right now. Let's start with talking about some random car. Let's say
GR86.
GR86. Which pack?
Um, don't matter. You can pick a pack. I gave you the car.
All right, GR86. Let me get it. So the main two that I can think of is the Pro Spec and the Pro Am. So let's say Pro Spec since I got it right here. GR86. Now out of the box, I've made the Pro Spec cars tuned to where with a bit of a tuning knowledge, you should be able to spend 5 minutes in tuning and have a fully functional car. Right out of the box, it's functional. It's not really
Yeah,
that good though. You need to be able to tune a little bit for the Pro Spec cars. They're 1,000 horsepower. You need to be able to know how to tune a little bit to drive these, right? Know what you
agree.
want, right? So what I've got here is, let's see, out of the box. Let me give you a drive out of the box, and for instance, drive out of the box. This is no tune, just stock tire pressures and everything.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. All right, you want me to do a chase? Let me see how I do there. Oh, starting in fourth. Eh.
So I don't have your screen share, but I do have one coming in from Yoda, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that up on the screen for now.
Okay.
So you guys get a little bit of gameplay to enjoy while you guys hang out with us during the podcast.
All right.
Um,
So first lap out of the box, very drivable. I was able to get on his door, fairly well stay on his door. Okay, now let's see first lap lead how I do. Little over row there. I feel like I could use a little more grip in the rear, right? I feel like I'm sliding
yeah.
out a little bit too much. So I can already tell that I'm going to want to change some alignment, some tires, tire pressure. Gearing's probably pretty good, but what I wanted to change in dampers with this, it's very, very snappy. So I want to drop that. So what am I going to do with dampers? I'm going to master that compression. The compression dealt with the sluggishness, right? Made it slower in reaction. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop our bump in the rear. And then I'm also going to mess with those tires. Drop about 2 psi there. Let's see. I'm at about negative 0.6 camber. Fix that a little bit. There we go, that's fine. And then toes, all right, yeah, that's fine. That's all right. So another thing that you could do that you'll learn to mess with after we go over it, probably next time, is the suspension and let's say suspension and differential. We can go over the suspension and the differential next time, next episode. That's going to be another large thing in the tech corner that we need to discuss.
In
All
the drift
right.
corner, but yeah.
Yeah, the drift corner.
No, I absolutely agree. Man, I wish we could have had your stream itself during your explanation, but we can get the chase from Yoda up on screen, so at least we have that. Um, let's get things here.
Oh dang, my tires are pretty well cooked.
Yeah,
Woo.
things that we're probably going to go over on the next episode, just because it's going to be a lot more in depth. Anti-roll bar and suspension geometry. Um, we might touch a little bit. Um,
Okay, I got the screen
might
share
touch a
in there
little bit
now.
on
See if that
tires as
works.
well.
Okay.
That'll, like once I said again, will be on the next episodes. For now, we're just in Drift Corner. We are discussing camber here, and
Or
MB Drifts is
dampers.
giving us a, excuse me, yes, dampers, and MB Drifts is giving us a um, quick rundown of how he does things in game.
Yeah.
And so what we're doing here is as I transfer things over um, to
See,
giving you
okay, there we
MB
go.
Drift's point of view back on cam. So there we go.
Man, I'm not used to driving with my shoes on the
It's a little different, isn't it?
sim. Oh shit. Yeah, yeah.
And that,
It's a wee
you
bit
know, and
different.
that brings up something maybe we'll talk about
Yeah.
here while uh, MB's doing a little driving and in between his explanations. What do you guys, chat? Do you use uh, shoes, socks? Are you the hey dudes kind of guy? Are you you got sim racing shoes, professional racing shoes, or yeah, are you rocking socks or some hey dudes or some um,
Too much break.
water shoes? Um,
The water sandals
The
race
ones with the
shoes
toes?
as
Is that what
McCone
you're talking
has
about?
from Six
Like,
Sigma.
Six Sigma's
Version
water.
of race sim shoes.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Just so you know, guys, we
So
do
the
read the
inside
chat, so
joke
go ahead and get
there,
in on it.
the inside joke there is that our guy McOwned, who had ordered from up in Canada, was sent a pair of what looked to be uh, sand, the little sand slip-on shoes with the elastic top,
Hmm.
and they called those sim race shoes, which threw us all into a laughing fit when he got those unboxed. That was
Hmm.
that was a lovely afternoon.
Sim Cave Media was supposed to be the guest we were going to have on today, and boy, is that scene messed up now. So we'll actually go back to this view here. Um, Getting a great feed coming in
Ooh,
from
here we
your
go.
your screen, but it seems to appear that when we're watching the stream, uh, I lose you guys on the cameras a little bit. You both stutter out.
Hmm.
Hello, Mystique. Thank you for joining us. We're having a
Hello.
little bit of a technical difficulty that we're working through at the moment. I think what we're going to do here is drop your screen share for a bit. Um, let's go here
Woohoo! I am out of tire.
and hope that your guys' cams come back.
All right. Let's
So back
see.
into what you were doing. Even though we don't have it up on the cam, we're just gonna have to trust that his tuning was all correct. There we go. Cams are
Let's
back.
try this. Edge tab. No, let's go to entire screen. There we go. See if you can if that stream works.
This no, the stream wasn't the problem. It's just that when I do pull in um, I pull in your screen share, it knocks your guys' cameras out. Like
Oh,
your cameras freeze versus the having the game share, the screen share. So also if you guys want to, you guys can end your screen shares on the collab cam there, so it just doesn't
okay.
Yes, Mystic, he is doing this in VR. Assetto Corsa is a game that is compatible in VR.
Yes, and that is the only way that I play Assetto. It's
Yeah, it's a
become
lot of
like
fun.
an absolute lovely day whenever you get to throw on the VR and the VR actually works right every time. Oh, it's a lovely day.
I did mention that to Donkey. I told him that was
Yeah,
probably going to be the way that he would end up playing.
yeah.
Oh,
Especially if he
So,
already has an Oculus or something.
there.
yeah, he's got himself a VR headset already. He's in the current
Perfect.
moments of looking for a sim rig
Mm,
to get himself set up on. So he's running into the issue. He runs a Logitech G923.
okay.
No, I don't believe he has the shifter attachment yet, but he does have an issue right now where obviously he's clamping it to the desk and then he's putting his pedals on the
Uh-huh.
floor. And the common issue that comes with that is the pedals slide or your seat slides back when you're pushing on them. Um, so I've kind of given him like my solutions to that was throw a book on the floor, space it from the
Oh,
wall a little bit so
sorry.
it keeps your pedals in place, and then throw like
Okay.
a couple of pens or something behind the seat to help stop it from sliding backwards. And that's about the best it's going to be
Gotcha.
until he gets himself a rig.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Put legs in shoes.
the
I
back
forgot
couple of
about that.
rollers.
That would definitely work.
The back couple of rollers, just stick them in some shoes. I never would have. I didn't even think about that. That's actually a really good idea. We'll have to pass that on.
Yep.
Think we just did.
We may have just have. So anyway, let's get into the tech
All
corner
right.
here and start
Yeah.
discussing some of the setups we've got. So if you want to, MB, I mean, you can go ahead and start yourself off. What are
Yeah,
you
sure.
running?
So I'm on the Moza R9. This is the R9 V1. It's a special edition white. Picked up used. What else? I've got a deep dish wheel, Simpson load cell pedals. These things are highly adjustable, highly recommended on Amazon, and also come in black or silver. The best part about these is the aftermarket parts that you can get to make them any bit better uh, are had at a decent cost. You can honestly do so much with these, and they make a big difference to your rig, to how you perform. Pedals are, I would say, by and large, the most important addition or upgrade to a sim rig. Next, I've got what is this? A Dardu Amazon cockpit. It's a tubular chassis cockpit. Um, and then, oh, the bride seat. That was a nice little add-on I got. It's a IRL seat from that I got used from one of my guys in the drift world down here in Houston.
Hmm.
Um, and then let's see, a load cell handbrake, the SimMagic DS8X shifter. This is my newest addition, and I've got to say it's lovely. It is absolutely lovely. Just feeling that click. It's a very satisfying click. Anytime you're shifting into gears, good thuds. Oh yes, feels nice and realistic. Uh,
Waiting for you to
oh yeah,
blow
and the
up.
VR. That's another big thing is the Quest 3. I'm using a Quest 3 with a link cable uh, to go to the PC for visual simulation, and I'm loving this Quest 3 compared to the 2 or the Pimax that I had. Yes, this
Hmm.
is so much better. That makes it for my rig, pretty much. Unless you
So what do you
want to
got?
get into the computers.
Yeah, go ahead. Get into your computer as well.
Oh shit. Okay. 13700K. Was a Z7 or is it a 790, 690? I don't remember. Whatever the Intel one is. 64 gigs of DDR5. And that's, I want to say it's 6,000 megahertz. Running a 4070 for the video card. Got that used on Facebook Marketplace. Lian Li case, 360 millimeter all-in-one for the CPU cooling. And then for power supply, it's like a 1,000 watt platinum that I got on Amazon, decently cheap, like 150 or so.
Okay.
That about
Let's see
covers it.
here. Mystique says, I'm so lost with all this, just listening, like, okay, sounds good. And then let's see. Oh, knows the PC parts. Now we're starting to speak her lingo. All right. Yoda, you care to share your setup and PC or either or?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So, I guess starting out, I've got a Moza R9 first gen. On that, I've got an NRG 4.0 quick release with an NRG deep dish. Moving on to the seat, I've also got an NRG seat as well. You can move it back and forth. It's got the adjustable sliders and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Pedals, I have the Thrustmaster. Which ones were these?
You have the TLCMs, I believe.
Yeah, they're the TLCMs. Anyhow, they're okay for starting out, but honestly, I'm ready to move on to a better set. Um, let's see here. Shifter, I've also got the DS8X, like Mr. MB. The sequential and H pattern, being able to swap between them both, and not to mention the H pattern also being an 8-speed with reverse, that is amazing. I have to say it helps out a lot of different things. Even playing American Truck Sim, like it
Oh yeah,
freaking
that's
amazing.
right.
You can use
I
the
haven't played
18 speed and
ATS
it
yet.
works. Oh man, you should try it out.
Well, not since I
It
got
is
the
fan.
DS8X. Like I never got it to work
So
right
It's
okay, we
gonna
got
for
make
Matt in
it
the chat.
so much. It's gonna make it so much better. And then
well, okay,
after that,
so
I've got the Moza handbrake, and then I've also got all of this on a Advanced Sim Racing Evo 3 extruded aluminum chassis. And as far as PC goes, I've got a 3090 Founders on a Ryzen 7 5800X with a I don't remember what motherboard I'm running, but I've got 32 gigs of RAM and what else am I missing? I've got like 9 fans. I've got an AOI cooler.
yeah,
And as you can
yeah.
see, it's proudly displayed there in the background.
Yeah, you can see it right there. It's
Yeah, yeah.
it's a lot.
So I guess that leaves myself here. And I guess for myself, I'm gonna run through my PCs first before we get into the little bit longer of a list of the sim rig. Um, so we'll start off with the sim rig PC, MSI Mag B550 Tomahawk Max Wi-Fi with a Ryzen 7 5800X. Uh, Mounted in there, I have an Asus Tough Gaming GeForce RTX 4090 overclock, 24 gig card, um, running 64 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro. And then I have the Corsair HXI Series 1000 watt power supply, um, fully modular. Streaming PC comes in with a MSI Mag X570 Tomahawk Wi-Fi, Ryzen 7 5700X, GeForce RTX 3060 Overclock Edition, um, 64 gigabytes again with the Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro. Um,
You know you're
that
a
one
true
has
gamer when you've got a list.
that one has the Corsair RMX series RM850X. That's a gold fully modular. Um, we run the Elgato Stream Deck Plus over here. Display, I use the MSI Optics G32C4 monitors. And then over here, which you can't see on the screen, is I also run a 32-inch Element TV as my Discord monitor.
Oh,
um,
that's a right.
Getting into the sim rig things now is I run a Fanatec CSL DD 8 Newton meter base, Fanatec podium steering wheel with the R300. Podium Advanced paddle modules. I run a Fanatec Club Sport Shifter SQV 1.5. I run the Fanatec Club Sport Pedal V3s inverted. On a TR80 Racing Simulator MK5 chassis, which includes the 8020 620 millimeter tabletop and desk with swivel mount. On there, I have mounted two own 7-inch tablets for SimDash and an extra monitor, so I can view like Discord and such while I'm in the rig as well. TK Racing triple monitor stand, which holds up 3 MSI Optics G32C4 monitors, the same that I run on my desktop here.
Was that
Also
a
mounted to,
Micro Center?
yes, yeah, that is a Micro Center special.
Oh yeah, TKs.
Also,
Love those.
also mounted to my rig is the Logitech G X52 flight control system for when I'm in the mood to play some flight sims. I run the RCS flag box, a bass shaker system, and then I also run 2 Philips Hue light bars with light sync for ambient lighting while I'm in my rig. And then as we go through some pictures, I also have a part of my game room, which is what I call the dog den, and that comes equipped with 2 stainless steel dog bowls, a 2.5-gallon water bowl, large pillow, and 1 sleepy husky. So
Nice.
Cute. Real cute, bud. Real cute. Pull the dog card on us.
yes,
The cute
sir.
ass huskies. All
Feel
right.
free to drop your PC specs or what you guys are running in the chat. We'd love to hear what you guys have, what you got for specs. Got 2 chats going on, so we can catch you at either one if you were tuning in from the AEO Twitch, or as well from the D-Skids Twitch. I can catch you from either. So get in on the chat. Moving in from that tech corner, I think what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna move over to.
Oh no, we don't. I don't want to stop yet. I want to talk about your little your handbrake. What are you running a spring or are you running bushing on that
my
or
handbrake.
elastomer? Yeah,
So it's a spring with an elastomer.
spring and elastomer. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I think mine's just the elastomer, for a load cell. So is yours potentiometer or magnet hall or what?
It's just a potentiometer. It's like, so mine's just like
Okay.
the Amazon handbrake, like, but it has a an elastomer and a spring in there, just so that like when you yank back on it. So
Uh-huh.
really what the elastomer is there is so that you don't like smash metal on metal and push the spring into everything.
Oh. Okay. All right. That works. And
So I
then
think what we're
that,
gonna do,
yeah, spring. Okay.
I have the screen share up for you guys if you guys want to check in the Discord and keep track of what we're looking at here, but we're gonna go through and look at some setups and PCs that are in our share your setup section at the AEO Discord, AEO.gg, AEO.gg, excuse me,
Heyo.
discord.gg/AEO boys, if I can speak correctly, and show your setups. So if you guys want to share and possibly have it shown on the stream, get it in there. We may just
Yeah.
discuss it and rate it. So starting off here, I'm
Ew.
actually going to pull up mine and we're going to look from where I started with Lology, right? And I had nicer monitors at the time. And then we'll show off my
Your
current
current.
rig. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll let you guys rate me.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Throw yourself up on the chopping block first. You
Yeah.
know we can't be an asshole to you. I mean, your rig looks like fucking amazing.
And
Look at
so
that shit.
this was
Like
back,
that's nice.
and this is back when I had the Logitech setup. That is with my Natami race seat. That's an actual Natami race seat that I've just had for a long time and have kept it with me.
Oh shit.
But
Okay.
this was an interior cockpit view of that setup at the time. Logitech
Oh, I see
G923.
some uneven monitors, -2 points.
Yep. Look, and if you notice, they were actually all on like an incline, all one way.
Yep.
Um,
2 points for each.
cheap
Ding
shifter.
ding.
The Logitech shifter with like a cheap handle attachment.
but you made it look clean, so I got to give you props on that. Not a single wire. Not a single wire, even in the fucking lights on screen. Not a single wire, bruh.
So that's where it was, and then I
That's
went a
nice.
little bit more in depth, and I had started getting into the stream decks, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
this
yeah.
this evolved a little bit. Um, oh, this is when I first picked up my Fanatec as well. So this is when you start seeing the transition. This is close to what the equipment I have now, minus I am not on my extrusion rig yet.
Ah, okay. So I like the fact that you had swapped over to equal monitors or equal height monitors at that point that weren't all jagged and shit.
Yeah.
So this is right when you first started getting into DD. You were like, I want to make this more realistic. That's what your mindset was. I'm sure of it, right?
So what it was is, to be honest with you, I putting together the TK Racing triple monitor stand
Yeah.
is was terrible, terrible. Um,
Okay,
so
so tell the people what extrusion is like. You worked with it, whatever. Tell them.
actually, do I have a piece? I might actually just have a piece right around here.
So
So
extrusion aluminum is kind of what the end goal is for sim rigs, right? That's
yes.
like the sturdiest, the absolute can handle everything you throw at it and can be as modifiable as you absolutely want. Fairly
Oh yeah,
easily.
absolutely.
I mean, it's a bit of a bitch when you have to disassemble the whole rig to add in T joints or whatever. But
So yeah, so this is aluminum extrusion. Um, this is like your well, this is actually a Bosch variant. So aluminum extrusion comes in a bunch of different variants, different manufacturers, right? This is a Bosch variant. So this one right here, just they call a 90 by 45, 45 being this way, and then 90 being this way. Um, so it's just square tubing essentially. Yeah, 80/20, or which is essentially the same thing as this right here. This is just a Bosch variant, but so this is like 80/20 essentially. Um, so that's where it gets like a gray zone. Some you can find some fasteners that will work in both, and then you can find some fastener manufacturers only work with one or the other. Um, but super sturdy. It's all channeled. I know my lighting this way like is kind of terrible, but we bring it back here, you can see it's nice and channeled. Gives it nice strength to give it lightweight, but it's super strong. It's aluminum. Doesn't really it doesn't flex under load, and that's what makes it great for sim racing. Put this back down over here. Bring you guys back over to the actual cameras.
yeah.
So, but yeah. So, oh, excuse me. Actually, we were screen sharing. Let's get back to that.
There we go. Yes.
Um, yeah.
Yeet.
Let's get Yoda back on stream. There we go. All right, so back
Hey,
onto this. This
look
was
at that.
when I first kind of got the uh, direct drive, started getting into Stream Decks. As you can see, like I'm Stream Deck whoring it out. I've got three
Yep.
just right here on my
Yep.
rig. I did disperse these out. Um,
Yeah.
so now currently I just have this guy here and this guy here, and you'll see those in the later pictures. Um, RCS flag box. Works great. Flag conditions in its idle state. I set it to the American flag because, fucking freedom.
So what
There's a tablet
16
setup.
states are those stars meant to represent?
Limited, all right, man. 64 LED matrix. Give me a
Limited.
break. Um, this was the stack that I was running, where it was, the Stream Deck on Stream Deck, then tablet, obviously displaying uh, Sim Dash from SimHub. For those of you that don't know,
Okay.
SimHub is a wonderful, wonderful application that if you are into sim driving at all, you should definitely have this on your PC. It's compatible with all different sorts of games, Assetto Corsa, iRacing, and so
ATS.
much more. Um, but allows you to send the telemetry to the game and give yourself like virtual dashboards, or in my sake, where I use it for my wind simulator, tells it, where the wind should be going.
Yep.
Use it for my base shakers to give me the little bit of rumble and road feel into the rig. So progressing through this, so we don't keep clicking through the same stuff. This was a shot. You can see at this point I was still using the overhead like super large canopy that was hanging high.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
actually using the snowball mic boom like in the back to help support the roof at the time.
yeah. The canopy.
Um, so then we'll back out of those sets of pictures here, and now we're getting into what is now the current setup, what you can kind of see what's going on behind me, and this is what you're seeing here. There's that 32-inch TV monitor
Yep.
setup. um, the PCs, this one here is the SimRig PC,
Okay.
and these are it was in the off position. I don't have these fans and stuff do light up. I had things kind of in the off position when I was taking these photos. If you
Yeah.
look behind me now, you can see there is some lighting and stuff going on in the background. And then where we got to what I call my dog den for the game room, So that is the current setup. What you can obviously see from
Very
all
cool.
directions here. Sim rig with the
Nice.
low rise roof. Took this picture on a 90 something degree day, so there was an extra fan in here pushing the AC around a little bit. But yeah,
Necessary, my boy. Necessary.
these are the current setups. Wind
Very
sims,
cool. Very cool.
base shakers, everything is
I'd
all
have
nice
to.
and
All right. So, I mean, obviously, you've put time into this. You put what? At least like a year and a half worth of development in the setup. A year and
so
a half.
yeah, if I was to say, uh, a year to a year and a half, I would really say probably closer to two. The love that's been put into it, like 2 years.
Yeah.
Um,
That's it.
since I really got like into the sim driving and really stepped up from like the Logitech. Um,
Truth.
so yeah, this has been a love and hate relationship because I've obviously
It's sim rigs, man.
spent some money, but it's all
Well,
for a
yeah.
passion. It's all for a passion and a hobby and everything that I really really enjoy. And it's worth it.
So
And like
you
that, we've discussed it
buy
on one of our previous episodes of the cost differences. So it just
Yeah,
makes
you
sense for me.
buy over and over and over and over and over in your case and keep crying instead of buy once, cry once. Because you spread your crying out over a 2-year period.
I did, but at the same time too, for me, it made more sense for me to jump into like a entry level setup, right? And then I kind of
Yep.
progressed, and then I
Build on it.
realized what I wanted, and I worked towards it,
Yep.
and so I just upgraded over
Exactly.
time and got to where I am.
Yep. For sure. I'm in the same
Sometimes
predicament,
that's
or
what it
I'm
takes.
in the same kind of situation.
Hmm?
So getting
Now,
into
what about
s-
what we rate you? See, now you said you wanted a
yes,
ratings, right?
yes, yeah.
All right. So let's talk about
Let's start with set
your
one.
Uh,
This was set
set
one.
one. Okay, set one. The fact that there are 0 wires, but an awkwardly shaped looking canopy, I'm gonna ding off for. So I'm gonna give it like that one already had like a 9-ish on that one because I loved your use of it, but I hated the fact that the monitors were just that little bit off. That kills
Mhm.
me.
Okay,
Absolutely
yes.
fucking kills me. So yeah, what about you, Yoda? What do you give it?
uh, you know, I'd probably give it like an 8.
An eight.
Like an 8.
Yeah,
What are your
and I
ding
would agree.
points?
I'm one that backdrop, like you said, that shit is killing me. I ain't gonna lie. But I mean, overall, I would say, I mean, you don't really have as many button boxes or anything, or any more of like the screens or anything set up. Like as far as from where you are now, yeah, I would definitely give that like an 8.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We're doing the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're doing a little share your setup review and rate, you know.
So what you guys, if you guys are a little confused at the moment,
No, we
it's
haven't.
because
We're on the
these
first
guys
one,
are
which is D-Skids.
responding to McCone, who's happened to hop in with the Discord with us right now. But we're currently right now not sharing Discord audio to the stream just because last time it had caused some issues with uh, things coming in twice, and it kind of really messed with things. So, um, but you will hear us talking with some of the guys throughout this from time to time. If you hear response and or like what, just understand it's someone in the Discord with us. Myself on this one, um,
Okay.
this one here, honestly, for the time, at the time, I was like, I loved it, right? I would have given it a 10 out of 10 for what I had. Um,
Right.
you know,
You put your
looking at it
all into
now,
that shit.
you know, the uneven monitors, the fact that I didn't put the effort into actually fixing that. Yeah, I could have done
Yeah.
like I should have done a better canopy from the rip. Like, but I was just working with the materials I had. But giving it now, like looking at it, I would say I'd give it a 7.5, 8 for sure. Like a solid 7.5 or 8 on that build.
Okay.
Um, the next iteration, which was this, which wasn't much more of a change up, was just basically Fanatec hardware change and adding some screens and such.
Yeah.
I would say the same, kind of the same. Although no, actually, I'm gonna even say less. I posted this picture, and if you can't tell, but this is actually a steel plate sitting over here that shouldn't have been there, and then right there is a roll of electrical tape that I left and didn't
I see a
take out for the
wire. I see
picture,
multiple wires.
and you will see wires
Dings.
hanging.
Dings.
So this one comfortably,
Uh,
I'm gonna say
seven.
I'm gonna say 7, yeah.
Eh, I'll even go a little lower at
Wire
six and a
management
half.
alone, but wire management, a solid
And
5.
just
Any
for the simple fact that I know your mic is holding up the canopy.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So anytime that can actually visibly see the little tape stuff that y'all put between the screens, that part annoys me.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
bezel kits, and most of the time you can only see those when we're in high lighting
Right.
because it's showing. You can definitely see it because of the glare for me taking the photo.
hmm Anytime it's
When
on video and I see it, I can tell where it is. It's pretty blatantly obvious. I mean, I'm sure in person it doesn't look that bad, but when you're looking at a photo with that glare, you can damn sure see it, you know?
yeah, the photo with the
That's
glare,
ugh.
I can hide it
It
pretty
just looks
well
like
when you're on
tape.
camera and stream. If you can see in this iteration too, I had the 3D printed clips for the bottom because I run 32s and these are meant for 27s. They would pop off all the
Ah,
time.
gotcha.
I got that sorted now.
Nice.
So this iteration I'm saying a 5 to 6 because of wires and still having some, monitor
Other stuff.
issues.
Yeah.
And then obviously my current configuration, which there's a wire you do see, but that has to be there to plug in the tablet and keep it charged. And I
Half
actually run
point.
that one.
That's a ding, bud.
Ah,
Sorry.
got to run that one there. I actually have that monitor keeps it. Yeah, that one's got to be there to keep the monitor tablet connected and charged at all times because I use that as an extra wired display.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
No,
outside of
it's
that, no,
it's
the
lovely,
wiring on
dude.
this one was amazing. I'm giving myself to toot my own horn. I don't even care. This is
You're tending it
a
up.
9. I will give this a solid 9.5
Okay.
out of 10. And we're
Okay.
definitely going to see some
I was
10s.
gonna give it a 9. We're at a solid
Well, now we got to do someone else's setup. All right. Who's
Yep.
next on the chopping block? We're gonna do McOwns. You want to do?
Do we want to put Mick Owens? Let's just grab a random one real quick before we get to McOwens and we go search out McOwens.
All right.
My
I
Sim
see
Cave.
colors. All right.
Names will be tourniqueted on this so that we're not showing off at least most of them. This one is being hidden.
So we're talking about Z, My Sim Cave. All
My
right.
Sim Cave.
Z, let's see what you got here. He's got triple monitors, plus the one on the top. His monitors are nice and even. Very thick. What the hell is with the thickness on the sides? What's up with that?
I'm assuming so he's created some type of back to them to hide all of his wiring and everything from the backside as well.
Oh, okay. Kind of seems a little unnecessary,
Yeah,
but
he's
okay.
basically made a frame across the back to hide everything in the back as well.
Yeah, it's highly unnecessary if you got zip ties.
I mean, it
But
is
okay.
highly unnecessary, but I mean, I guess if you were to have this in an open environment, right? Because you see the walls around it, you're not going to get to the back side of it. This looks like it's built into like a closet or something underneath a stairwell or
Yeah.
but
I
if
don't
this
know.
was in an open
It's cool.
environment, I mean, it would be a cool thing to have, I would say, because it
Then
hides the
maybe,
entire back.
yeah, it may have another functionality or something to it. Who knows?
Correct.
It may
So
hide his
looking,
little 1911 or something he's got in there, you know, protection.
so it's looking like he's got a mixed ecosystem
Yeah,
because he's
I'm
running
seeing the
Moza,
Moza, and then what is that? Sim Magic for the
Sim Magic for
shifter for the
shifter.
sequential.
Mm-hmm. Nice
And
button
then
box.
what else? Yeah,
Let's take a look at some more of his
and then
photos
he's got
here.
a, let's see, couple of different stream decks. He's got the 32 button and then an 8 button plus
Yeah,
with
so
the
he's got the
screen.
Stream Deck Plus. Yep.
Okay.
I'm assuming he's a
What wheels
streamer.
is he running? He's got a, is that a F1 or is that a GT3?
That looks like it's
Oh, he's
possibly a
got a
GT3.
deep dish
Okay.
over there too.
Yeah, I see
A
the deep dish
GT3
hanging,
and a
so he's
deep
also
dish.
a drifter. You know he'd be getting them drifting then.
Oh, there it
Keeps
is
his
with the deep
keyboard.
dish.
Keeps his
Yep.
keyboard to the side.
Okay.
Huh.
See a little bit of wiring in the back there. Not too much, but just a little bit, you know.
It's to his power outlet, so we'll give him a break for that one. And
That's not bad.
then
I give it about like a 7 or an 8.
seven
It's
or
all
eight
right.
on the 7 or 8 on the rig.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. I'd give it a solid 8. 9. No, I'd give that a, you know
Yeah,
what? I'm gonna go ahead. That's pretty clean. I'm gonna give it a 9.
A
good.
9. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty
And then
clean. It's all on rollers too, so he's able to easily move it around.
Ooh. Okay. I didn't see that. If he's
see,
got that
that's
bitch
what I've
on
been wanting to do with
rollers,
mine.
yeah, that's okay. He gets another point. I'm in the
Because you can
nines now.
easily attach them. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Just
just gotta
another
get
reminder
those.
for you guys, we do
Well,
have
we
both
Headlights.
chats
can. We
coming
have it
in, so you
curated.
get in on the chat. I can see over at the AEO Twitch and at the Real D Skids Twitch here. We can see it in both chats, so please feel free to get in on the conversation. Throw your ratings out for what we're seeing here.
Oh yeah,
All
for
right,
sure. Let's get what ratings are from the crowd here.
get those
We got
here.
any let's see. What else do we got?
We'll move on
Ooh.
to
No, go back to that desktop. Let me take a look at that desktop rig. Look at that thing. Ooh. That's nice.
I
What kind
mean,
of case is that?
I'm not really sure.
It's not
Not really
only in
sure.
Lee.
So I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan. I like
I
the
don't
look
know.
of them, but they're a little too showy for me, I guess, with the glass, super glass front and side panel like that.
Okay.
Not
I
my
Yeah,
main
mean,
dealer layout.
I obviously can't say much.
Yeah.
You or me both, bro. Oh man. Like I love it. And then he's got the 3 car models up front, right? Like that's a proper auto setup
So,
right there. You know the man likes cars.
so
Okay.
from what I'm seeing and what it looks like to me, because I'm not seeing a PC potentially, unless there's one mounted behind the sim rig, I'm believing he's running his everything off of this one PC.
Yeah.
That's what it
Which would
looks like to
make
me.
sense. And it looks good. It's an extension setup, probably with, unless he's got like a little mini desktop hidden behind that middle monitor or something.
Potential, but clean
Yeah,
setup. Yeah, I'm gonna
very.
stick with the solid 9 for the setup. I do enjoy the Lego cars in front of the desktop. As if you guys don't know, in the background here, there are some. Myself, I have them, so on top of the PC. So I dig it. Um,
I've
What I
always,
didn't
yeah,
see
so
was any plants. The man does
I
not have a value for living life.
definitely it's
I cannot
He
say
needs.
anything. There are no plants in mine either. So maybe we'll save McOwens because McOwen had possibly mentioned when here in the Discord that he might hop on the stream with us here shortly once he gets home. So um,
Hey,
maybe we'll
cockabite.
save his setup and we'll get him when he actually gets on. Let's take another random pick out of here.
All right.
Got it.
actually,
Yulia
All
fellas,
for
what
right.
would you
3
say about
years.
maybe taking a quick stream break?
All right.
Yeah, well, let's
I
do
might be
that
able to
right
do that
after. We'll go
shortly.
through this quick one because this one's just a video, and I don't think we're gonna be able to see the best. But let's check out what he's got going. Looks like
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
single monitor, 27-inch setup playing from his desktop. Logitech
Okay.
on the desk. He's having himself a smoke.
Ah, yeah. He's got the shifter out on. Let's see what else.
So he's driving
Got
a
the boom mic arm.
right hand drive.
Nope, it's a left-hand drive. Take a look at that symbol on the shifter.
Okay, so no, he's driving left hand in game. But
No,
he's
he's driving
using.
right hand in game. Everything's reversed. Think of it. Everything's reversed.
No, this is his camera
The
from the
way
back
that
of
this
him.
cam, yeah,
His
the way
left
this
hand
cam's
is
set
on
up,
the
everything's
shifter.
reversed.
His left hand is on the
No,
shifter.
that's his right hand.
MB,
Look at the
that
G
is
symbol.
his
It's
left hand.
reversed.
That's his left
Is it
hand.
not?
No, that's his left hand.
MB, look at the screen, look at his
No, I
hand,
see
okay? If
that.
you see the left side of the screen, you see the left side of his hand, okay?
That's his left hand on there. So he's driving right hand. So anyway, despite what he's driving, we've got normal wires coming off the desk. The view is kind of showing these in the back. Can't really hate on it for that. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is a really good like entry level, what you would find typical people picking up a Logitech and slapping it on the desk, Props to him for getting a wheel and not playing with controller.
For
Um,
sure.
Standard 6.
I'm gonna have to give it a 5, but I'm also gonna have to give it a 10 out of 10 for working with what you got. Like
Oh
that's
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
fucking
I mean,
that's
For
mint.
sure. Yo, yo.
Yo, how's it going?
All right. Let's take
so I'm
that.
gonna
We got
turn.
that break going.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
let's
ahead.
go
We'll
ahead
pop
and
up an
take
ad
that.
break for you guys. Starting off with the car pack that's available at voson.com.
This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta. DJ spill it, sweet beat, the realest team on the realest. Watch out, I kill it, watch out, I spit it on the mic, feel it. Y'all can't do what I do, just admit it. I'm about to get it, money, get it, drop it to the floor. Shake my big bitties, bopping like did it. My face look pretty, y'all ain't doing shit new, I done did it. Cause I'm marvelous, fantabulous, a bad chick, the flow sick like oh shit. You know this, I'm too fit to ever quit. Knocking these fools out like pool sticks. I do this, I move this, I prove this. Bars be hard like a pound of bricks and go up. Jumps the boogie to the bang bang high. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta.
It's Missy E and DJ Skrillex. Yeah, this shit so hot you with it. Yeah.
Rev up your passion with the AEO Boys, the ultimate Assetto Corsa community. Calling all automotive enthusiasts and racing aficionados, join the exhilarating world of the AEO Discord, your premium hub for everything Assetto Corsa. Connect with like-minded individuals who share your love for cars, tracks, and the thrill of the race. Participate in thrilling races, leagues, and challenges organized by our dedicated team. Discuss setups, mods, and tips to enhance your driving skills and performance. Enjoy a welcoming and supportive environment where everyone is passionate about racing. Benefit from the knowledge and experience of seasoned drivers and simulation enthusiasts. We're committed to evolving and growing our community to meet the needs of all racing fans. For more details and updates, visit aeoboys.com and join us today at discord.gg/AEOboys and unleash your passion for driving in Assetto Corsa. Whether you're a seasoned driver or just starting out, AEO Boys Discord welcomes you to join our dynamic community. Rev your engines and accelerate into the world of virtual driving.
Hey everyone, MB Drifts here. Join me on Patreon to elevate your drifting skills with 3 levels of drift school, personalized Assetto Corsa support, and flexible 30-minute anything goes sessions. Your support helps maintain our event servers, which we really need. Head over to patreon.com/MB_drifts and choose your tier. Let's hit the virtual track together.
When it went, I didn't hear anything. It went from my voice to literally nothing. That was weird. Yeah, I think you might need to redo that switch one.
All right. Well, that's all right. For those of you that didn't get to hear the Swift ad, all it was telling you guys and reminding you that you can go to swiftenergy.gg and check out Sliding Sauce, a flavor truly inspired by your boy here, D-Skids, and make sure you use coupon code D-Skids at checkout and save yourself 25% off. If
Yep.
you guys are having a little bit of problem with the stream, oh man, please reload, hit refresh.
Yeah, it seems
Alright.
Twitch is having a little shit tonight, so it is what it is. We just roll with it, roll with the punches, and keep it going. So what is
Hey,
up, guys? Are we on the setup still, or you want to move on for our second hour?
Oh, we can do a couple more since we only did the two there. So let's go ahead and pull the audio here, pull
All
this
right.
here back to screen sharing. Say what up, Chronic. Your quick share on the damn screen there for a moment, and back to share your setups. All right, so
All
you know what?
right.
F it. Let's go find McOwens. Let's check out his iterations.
McOwens. All right.
So, and we're just gonna focus his. We'll glance through the rigs, or we'll glance through his PCs. We'll look and rate his newest PC because this man has a PC build and photos up on his. We will just glance through them. Um,
He
but
is he's done probably 10 builds in the time that I've known him.
so
So that's been
he
about
has
what, like a year and a half.
he has a nickname in our Discord as the GPU God, and these are one of the reasons why he's called the GPU God. If in this photo here, um, there are many GPUs uh,
In his rooms.
affixed around his room and hung up and in boxes and on display. And
And in
one
many
would say
desktops in his household.
one would say he is a GPU hoarder. So just quickly glancing through this stuff here, we'll get to his current setup, but to show you what he has been working through. Wiring, his wiring at the time here was a
A bit
3 out of 10.
atrocious. A bit on the atrocious side, not gonna lie.
But
All
moving
right.
on
I
to
do
some more
like all
PC
the Yodas
parts,
though. That is nice.
going
He
through
does love his Yoda, his baby Yodas.
water
I do.
blocks, in build process, looks like he was bleeding a pump system in process, CPU shots. after thermal paste was looking good after he poured it off. It looks like he might have had maybe a small dryer spot. Oh boy,
Oof.
dirty boy.
Yeesh. How many months? How many months had it been? Ew. Look at all that disgusting dirt.
All right, let's see here. Past dirty boy pictures there. We're back to the
See him working on pulling off heat sinks, lapping CPUs.
GPU.
What else? Yep.
GPU it looks like there, and
Yep. Re-VRMing it.
yes sir. There's his cleaning
A
process.
video of him cleaning off with a toothpick or toothbrush all of the old heat
soft
sink
bristle.
material.
Yep. Slow process.
Yep.
Kind of.
He
So there's
definitely
the
likes to
system.
videograph his journey through this process.
Yes, tech porn for you guys that like are into that. So
That was before he installed the water block on his new new water block on his GPU or
before.
one of his GPUs.
Very nice work, my guy.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting through some more of his builds. He has taken plenty of photos throughout, installing the pumps, everything of that nature. Cleaning up his wiring. There we go. There's a wire job. That's more of it, but we ain't looking at the back yet. You can see it's all laid out on the front. But the front looks real good right now.
Yeah, front looks great. That's all that matters right now. There he goes. Looks a little better, right?
Oh yeah,
I think that looks complete.
just about. No fluids in it yet. Just about.
What was the date of that one? Was that with the new stuff, or was that?
No, this is old stuff.
Okay.
Here we go with him once he's filled that system.
Gotcha. Yep. Lovely.
An amazing build. I would. This is a solid fucking 9 for me.
Yeah.
The black and red and everything just kind of all tied together with his wiring. Yeah, it's just slick. It looks nice.
Mm.
Let's move down to what do we got here? This is we got a photo with it lit. Nothing lit, just a partial
Nope.
lit.
A little
Let's
bit.
get,
Oh, there's a little bit. A little bit lit
I
up.
got a video. This is when he's like running clear fluid. So this must have been after a fluid swap of some sort.
Yeah.
And then this is last year when he started putting his extrusion rig and stuff together.
Oh yeah. Remember that.
And that was the setup for a while. So this
Yeah.
setup, 7.
That
I'm
was.
gonna give it a 7. And the wiring alone though is knocking it to a 5.
Ooh yeah, yeah.
Because it's kinda everywhere.
Kinda everywhere. Just a bit.
Like we didn't even take the time to run the cables down the channels. We just wrapped them around the extrusion until it got to a sufficient point. And then
Right,
even
right.
wrapped even more up around the top.
Right. That's how we do it. You just got to get rid of the cable somehow. Fuck it.
That was during the process, getting his monitor stand hooked up
Yeah.
to monitors
There we
installed.
go.
Light shot. Very clean. Very clean. Cleaned up his cabling, a few sticking out. Maybe we got
A little
one
here and
later,
there,
but he's got
nothing big.
cleaned up. So that was back on the desk.
Yep, old setup. Now you're just going back there again, yeah.
Yeah, to the new setup. Yeah.
Nice.
And then
we're getting into
another folder of his newer setup with some lighting added.
Yeah.
Cable management and yeah, no.
Yeah, but he's getting it kind of set up.
I have to give him a 10 out of 10 just for the Yodas.
Of course you would.
That seems a little unbalanced to me, sir. Are you sure about that?
I'm sorry, I have to. I have to.
Can't
And
be
then we
fair and
get
balanced with that attitude.
some other builds he has going. So that was that build,
Yep.
another
I mean, the
build.
man's
This
got
is just
good
a
choice.
test bench build.
Basically.
Yeah. Oh, that was the media build, I believe.
Yes. And then yeah, what I mean,
Holy
this picture here is
RGB.
amazing. RGB the fuck out, and I like it.
Oh,
Jumping
yeah.
into and then new parts. New
Oh yeah, that was
parts.
right. That was right when the new parts came in and he started thinking about updating to that Gen
Yeah.
5 stuff.
And then
Or
he didn't go
whatever.
and update his thread. I know this is the end of his thread. He's
Oh
got to go update it
no.
with all the new stuff.
He does. Well, he's been working on it. He's gonna have to organize and yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's
Take a look.
Savannah's. Ooh. So Savannah, one of the other moderators here, this is his setup. He's the one that does most of the text moderations
Yeah,
throughout
he's
the
actually
Discord.
the person you will find mostly in our help and report section who is helping you guys
Yeah.
out. This would be his setup here.
Yeah.
So he's got the
He's got the
Logitech.
little
He's got the Logitech
oh yeah.
DD Pro. Got himself a flight stick. It looks like his desk is made from half of a silo.
Yeah. This is
Laptop
an
chilling
old
in the
setup. I think
corner.
he got, didn't he get a rig?
He
Maybe.
I
did, but
swear he did.
this is the most current setup he has posted in the setups.
Okay. Another one he hadn't updated.
So all we can do is rate him off of this and working with what you got, putting all your crap on another stand. PC. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. So I am gonna knock him. I don't
Yeah.
like this.
You don't
PC
like
on
it
the
on the
floor.
ground?
A PC is on the ground on carpet.
No
No,
airflow.
no airflow. You get a knock for that one.
Macone's here. Hey, bud.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. What do we got here?
What's up? No, we're on the podcast right now.
So, next setup we
We got
got here. Members' names tourniqueted, so we could just take a look at what they've got here, and this is the only picture we have, so this is what we get to go off. But it's looking like he's
all right.
set up with triple Phillips hues, looking to be what appears to be maybe 50-inch monitors,
Man's running my dreams right
Fuck.
now.
running
Yeah?
triple
I just need
55s,
the 2 more screens. That's all I need.
running the
Two
Fanatec setup.
more.
So he's running the
Oh,
CSL, whether it be the 8 Newton meter or the 5. He's got the BMW wheel on it, Club Sport wheel. Looks like
NRG
he's running
seat.
CSL V3 non-inverted,
Yep.
NRG seat. Can't really tell the extrusion chassis right now, but and then the Logitech speaker setup. I'm assuming he's probably got bass shakers as well, button box, keyboard tray. Solid build. I like that he put I like that he used like stands, photo
Yeah.
stands or something with black across the back to help give his immersion behind. Um,
Mm, it
wiring
just
looks pretty.
looks. Let's
It's a
see.
dedicated spot though for the rig. I would
It
say this is a
is.
solid setup. I would give this a fucking solid like 8, dude. This is solid.
I would give it a higher than an 8, man. That's like a 9.
Yeah. I'd
Without
give
the
it.
lights on in that room, which is most likely always off,
Yeah.
that's a nice room, nice rig. I want to see the light up
Yeah,
at
he's
night.
got the blackout curtains and everything. It's pitch black in there if he turns his lights off. I mean,
For
the
sure.
immersion is probably unreal.
Gotta be.
Yeah, and I mean, this is all we got to work with, so.
Yeah. Would love to have seen more, bud. Next.
Yep, definitely would have loved to have seen more, man. Come back. If this is you, come back and update this post with a picture with the lights off and all your lighting going. It would be great to see. Just searching randomly. Click
Colors! Bright colors!
the barracks. Amped off-road. So he's got the red and blue split theme kind of going on with the lighting.
Okay.
Desktop PC placed more towards the center of the room, looking like he's running. Looks like he's
Little
running a triple
setups.
setup. Is he running triples on his desktop? Triple
No.
27s or 24s?
Where? Where are you seeing the other screens? I'm only seeing that one white screen.
There we go.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is triples. So like a 32 and two 27s, yeah. Or is that a 24 and a 27? I can't
No, it
tell.
looks like it might be a 27 and two 24s on the side.
Oh. Okay.
And then he looks like he's got like an ultra wide 27 or so on the other. Clean. Dark pictures are kind of dark. Here we go.
Hey,
Cables.
Moza R5 bundle.
Running the
30.
Stream Deck
Yep.
XL. Monitor
But
arms coming up off the other
I
dash.
noticed something. Take a look at the pedals. He's using the Moza ES wheel, so most likely a R5 bundle. But for the
Correct.
pedals, he's using the Logitech. So one of the things that I talked about last week was that we don't have to stick with the same ecosystem, right?
Correct.
That includes the Logitech pedals with the Moza base. You can do that. All you need is one adapter, guys. Use one $30 adapter from Amazon, and you can use the Moza or the Logitech pedals with something like a Moza base with your system. It's very easy to do, guys. And you get better quality than those stock Moza pedals. Those are nasty. Moza
Yeah.
bundle pedals are disgustingly nasty in a bad way. A very bad way. Yes. The SRP light pedals is what they are. The difference really is that the SRP lights use the exact same spring for all three pedals. And then you have to buy the additional kit to be able to differentiate the brake from anything else, and yeah, it sucks. Pain in the ass. Don't recommend those pedals.
No, I agree. All right.
All right.
So, bringing it and winding it down for the last little half hour we got. We can either touch base on some topics that we did last week, um, or we can discuss kind of a little bit more into what we're going to go into next week. I'll kind of leave it up to you guys. I'm open to discussing whatever. Chat, please feel free to get in on the action. If you got something you'd like to discuss, let us know in the chat. Whether you're over at watching in from AEO or if you're watching in from the Real D Skids, we are monitoring both chats. So please, what you got in mind?
So let's do. Has McCone? No, he's not back yet. Damn. He's gonna be doing his other stuff in the meantime.
Nah,
I don't know.
I think he said he's going to be a little bit. He was going to eat and whatnot. So.
So what's been going on in your life recently, these kids? Let's just
Uh,
BS for a while. How about that?
I mean, that sounds good with me, man. So recently, man, what's going on with me? Um, I've taken a step away from the normal grind,
Do
right?
explain.
I'm looking to pursue myself more into what I want to do and entertain and stream, and that's why we're here. Um, into a
Yeah.
different avenue of work and working from home, and so it's just taking a turn for new avenue. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be taking you guys along the ride with me, obviously, because the actual goal is to stream and entertain and make videos, and then pursue other things on the side. I've got my flavor with Swift that I really like to pursue and push out there because it's a brand I definitely believe in and a flavor I truly enjoy. Um, so shameless
Same.
plugs, swiftenergy.gg. And sliding saws can be found in the creator tub section. It's created by myself. Um, kind of my play towards a rocket pop flavor. As you can see on cam, MB Drifts has picked himself up some, and you can too. Just hit the website and make sure you use the coupon code DSkids at checkout and save 25% off.
This shit is amazing. It tastes fucking great.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I put, it's fun to promote yourself and whatever, right, with something, but like I truly put my name on that after like testing the flavor, checking it out. I didn't
hmm
promote it or nothing like that until I was truly felt like it was
worthy product.
a worthy product, right? And I truly
Yeah.
stand behind the brand. I stand behind the flavor. I enjoy the energy I get off of it. I don't get like a crash or nothing. Helps me stay focused. It's just something I truly enjoy and stand by. And so I slap my name on it and I bring it to you guys so hopefully that you guys can enjoy it as well and get yourself off those damn monsters and Red Bulls.
Jesus, those are so bad for you. I mean, never mind. I don't want to get sued by Monster right now. I'm good.
I can't stand
Hey,
it. I drink Red Bull.
Raptor,
It's so
Raptor,
no style.
Raptor Prolapser rating with a party of 11. Thank you for the raid.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
hey.
Appreciate it. They're
He,
Welcome,
raiding in over at the
everybody.
AEO Twitch. For those of you tuning in, we are doing a multi-stream, so we are live here at AEO, and we are also live at the Real D Skids Twitch, so twitch.tv/The Real D Skids. I do ask that you guys take a break for a second, run over to my Twitch, hit follow, and then you can watch from either channel you guys want to, but I do have a follower goal we're trying to reach, so I would appreciate you guys going over and hitting the follow at the Real D Skids Twitch. So anyway, we're just kind of doing some general banter for those of you that just got in here and don't know what we are. This is AYO with AEO, a podcast that is focused around automotive, IRL, and virtual. We get into games, suspension talk, tech talk, a little bit of everything. Um,
Yes.
those of you
Oh,
joining in, let us know where you're joining in from. Throw it down in the chat. We are monitoring both.
one thing that I did want to bring back up is discussion about pedals. So, did we talk about like using the shoes and stuff on rigs? Do you use shoes?
No, but we can definitely get into that. That's something that we can touch base on, whether or not like you use shoes or socks or swim shoes like we've kind of went on this. Some people use wrestling shoes. I
Yeah.
myself, um, I run sim shoes. I run sim racing shoes from Aztec Sim Sports. Um, these sim shoes have been amazing. I love them. I don't like the feel of racing in socks. My feet are all over the place. I don't have the grip I want. Um, Never been a fan of like trying to run like say normal sneakers right in the rig because let's say you're in the rig for a long time and you're pushing around and you're doing foot
Yeah.
movements and your feet are rubbing and hitting against each other and they get sweaty and so I run these. They're breathable. Um,
Yeah.
got the nice rocker heel for pedal movement. There's no ridges on the sides for these for me.
Okay.
So my feet like if they're really close movement and if you're close to the pedal doing action, they don't get caught on each other. So
Okay.
my preference is sim racing shoes.
Gotcha. So for me, I've been since I went to the Simpson pedals, since they are a bit of a higher quality pedal, higher performance pedal, you need to be able to push. I needed to change to shoes. I used to run with just socks, and then that had to change. So yeah, once I did that, I've just been running shoes. I got the Hey Dudes on right now because they're so freaking lightweight. They're comfortable to wear for long periods of time for this, you know.
Yeah, and I've also,
that's what I run too.
to be honest, it's pretty
Hey Dudes
common.
are the way,
Like,
man.
yeah, I hear so many people running Hey Dudes. So,
Yeah.
hey, what do you guys run? In chat, throw it in there. What do you guys run? You running socks? You running shoes? You running a pair of Hey Dudes like these guys? Let us know. Yeah, I think the general consensus is basically like it's either a pair of Hey Dudes or similar, maybe some water shoes, wrestling shoes, or socks. Um,
I mean, you could always use grippy socks if you know, you know.
Grippy socks. If you know, you know.
What you need to get is some of those hospital socks from like the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The grippy socks. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, those
so
are the good ones.
yeah,
Now,
for me, it's all about having grip, having the grip on the pedal. I don't want my foot sliding off, especially when,
mhm,
you're doing like heel toe work and I'm working two pedals with one foot. It's pretty, uh, my foot has to stay with that pedal. I can't have it sliding
mhm,
off. So grip is
right.
super important to me.
See, I know the AEO boys is doing break right now on that Twitch. We're good on yours, but let's see. Oh, I need a resub on that. Damn. That reminds me, I gotta update all of my subs on everything. Shit changes so often.
Yeah, stuff does change around, and especially if you use like a Prime sub and you throw it somewhere else, and then you forget about it for a while, and it's like, oh well, maybe I should go use that sub somewhere else. So
Yeah,
speaking of which, if you
yeah,
got a Prime sub available and want to throw it down at the AEO Boys Twitch, throw that sub on down. Stay subbed with us.
for sure.
Those of you watching over at the AEO Twitch, make sure you are subscribed and follow, or at least following with us. We do host competitions on that channel as well. That's the usual
Yep.
thing that you'll find from that channel. In the meantime, when we're in between competitions, we do host this AEO with AEO. Um, that's mainly hosted, like I said, over here at the Real D Skids Twitch, but we do substream this back over to AEO to give you guys some content in between competitions. Um, if you guys are feeling it and want to support the stream, you can head over to patreon.com/dskids. There's multiple tiers in there, ranging, from $1, $5, $10 to sub what you want for a monthly sub. Um, if you're not feeling that, there's always the tip section down below where you can go and hit a tip and just send a one-time donation in to help support the stream.
Okay.
So, Yoda, where you driving right now, man? What you doing?
And right now we're at English Town, and I am currently trying to just throw down some heater laps, which
All right.
honestly not going half bad. Not gonna lie. Zones
All
are
right.
getting filled.
This is
Everything's
assembly
going
one.
proper.
Yes.
I mean, getting far out there. I mean,
Hey,
hell, dude,
Chronic
everything's
Alfredo
going great.
has just gifting 5 tier 1 subs.
Woohoo!
New
Hey,
subs to the
Thanks,
AEO Twitch account.
Chronic.
Thank you,
hey,
Chronic. Shout
Let's
out Ivo.
go.
yeah, no joke.
All right,
All
Ben.
right,
Yeah,
my
Have a good
man.
one.
Have a good night. Chronic signing off
yeah.
with us in the Discord chat. Just gifted all of you that were watching that just received a sub that came from Chronic. Keeping you guys
All right.
subscribed so you guys can stay tuned to what's going on with AEO.
See if you
All
can let.
right.
Take
I
myself a
think my
sip.
tires might be getting a little low.
So let me pull up some of the stuff
Oh,
we'd kind
oh.
of talked about before. Um, on last week.
Oh
Give me
boy.
just bear with me just a moment as I pull up our old documents.
I saw that touch of dirt there, Yoda.
So some of the things that we did
We're
go
not gonna
across,
talk about it.
we talked about last time. LOL, I'm loving VR drifting. Says truly gaming. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, kind person. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Chronic hooked it up with you guys with a sub to the AEO Twitch. All right, so last
Ah!
week, yeah, with things that we kind of discussed, and we went over racing versus simulators, the cost to race for a weekend versus the cost of owning a simulator, and we kind of broke down um, the costs a little bit. We can go back into that if you guys want a little bit to touch base on that. Another thing
IRL
we
is
talked
more
about.
expensive by far. Trust.
Yes,
Yep,
yes, IRL is more
pretty
expensive. So
much.
the argument, and with how it was brought to us, is because like you always hear it when you have a sim rig of like, man, why don't you just go out and go buy a real car and go race at the track? Well, we broke down the costs, and it's way more cost effective for me to have a sim rig and race anytime I want, wherever I want, in whatever style I want,
Let's not
versus
gloss over the
Yeah,
fact that we really do have real cars too, though. Like,
yeah, I mean we have
truth.
real cars. It's but I want to sim, I want to race, I want to drift, I want to do so many different things, and I can't do that with just my, the couple of cars I do own. So,
That is true. You are limited.
that is true.
so
But I
doing
mean, there's a
go ahead.
limit that you need to be able to stay in your budget of to make sure that you don't go overboard because racing is very fucking expensive. Owning a drift car is very fucking expensive, no
Yes.
matter the level. When you
Whoop,
start having
whoop.
to replace engines or suspension components or anything like that, it gets very fucking costly. It's not just buy once, cry once like it is with sim, man. That's the long story short for IRL
God
versus sim.
forbid you want to do an engine swap.
We got a minute and a half left
Jesus
over at the
Christ.
Twitch, AEO Twitch. If you guys want to get that hype train going, throw some more subs, gifts, or bits at the chat. We can get a hype train going. We're at 50% there to a level 2. All right. One of the things, so we'll get back, we'll actually get into that a little bit. Let me pull up the spreadsheet here for racing and simulator costs. So on the screen we pulled up, this is a broad kind of estimate, mind you. There's tons of different variables in this when it comes to, setups, what accessories you buy, whether you're buying used, new. Um, but this will give you a rough idea. And when you're looking at the racing weekend versus racing simulator, the weekend cost is for a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of racing, right? Um, so low end costs coming in, for a race simulator is coming in around like 2,400 bucks. We know that we can actually get this a little lower, but considering a PC to run that, mid-range PCs, and
Yeah.
850 to 1,000 plus for a nice PC for that. So we're gonna say low end, 2,400 bucks. This is running everything off a PC. Console, you could get away a few $100 cheaper, um, but you're not gonna have the same experience, mind you. So,
And the
um,
same thing with used components. You can always find cheaper. Just look around.
so
Sometimes used
looking on
components are
the
just as good as new too.
Yeah, and looking on the low end, for a racing weekend, right? It's 850, right? You're thinking to yourself, well, 850, but that's 850 every weekend you want to go out. Every weekend you want to go out and race that car. That's what it's going to roughly cost you, right?
No, that's the
So,
very low end of what it's going to
yeah,
roughly
this is
cost
the
you
low end.
if
Yeah,
nothing breaks, which never
you can
happens.
see on the screen we have medium range and high end estimates for rigs. And on the high end estimate for rigs, we did not get into motion. His motion is another animal and can
Yeah.
bring that price up substantially. There are race or motion simulators out there that are 20 grand. So we're just looking at like your general consumer of high end equipment. Um, so the high end in racing simulators, coming in at $7,300. And you can see on the screen the breakdown of how you get there. Um, versus the high end of racing per weekend can be, 5 grand or upward. And that doesn't include, the cost of the car itself either.
So
Truly
yeah,
Gaming is asking, are you
IRL is
guys
always
doing
more
any
expensive.
public lobby drifting? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure, yeah, these
this
guys
is
are in a public
MB
lobby.
Drift Server 1. MB Drift Server 1, English Town with AEO Pro Spec, and then there's like a VDC 4.0 car in there too.
So if you guys
But
want,
yeah, it's
and hit the
so,
content manager, look, use the search function, type in MB drifts, and you'll actually get a list of the servers that MB hosts. Um,
has to
who
be
does
MB
host these?
Space Drifts, and then
Yes,
uncheck
MB
missing.
and uncheck missing, as you hear.
Die,
But
MB,
truly,
die.
you're more than welcome to jump in with them and do some drifting. I do ask though that before you go ahead and follow on the Real D Skids Twitch page, and mute the tab, lurk for a bit while you do some driving. It'd be greatly appreciated.
Set up, my boy. Support him.
For those of you that don't know, we are an affiliate account over at the Twitch account, the AEO Twitch account. But D-Skid, your host here, is trying to get his as well. So I'd appreciate it if you guys went over and hit the follow. You can watch the stream from either spot.
Yep.
And to be honest, I mean, you get away with no ads for now on mine. Just saying.
Truth.
No. Just BS, and it's fine. All right. So yeah, let's pull that comparison there, as you see that's on the screen.
You know, D, I had a question for you, bud. Did you
Yeah, what's up, man?
ever have any sports cars?
So sports cars, no, I did have myself a Prelude for a while. I did have a fourth gen Prelude for a while,
Okay.
which was a bit of a show car.
Ah.
H24 in it. Um, other than that, man, I've basically just driven, your daily drivers and whatnot.
Okay.
I do a lot in IRL. I don't get down on the drifting and stuff like that or racing so much IRL. I do off-roading IRL, driving
Ah.
around in Rangers and Jeeps and taking them to mud holes and doing rock climbing and whatnot and jumping them through the air.
So,
That's kind of my thing.
okay. That's cool as shit.
We
Not
we,
gonna
we get
lie.
rowdy, we get our own way of rowdy. Especially, now being that I've moved from the city into the country, the ways of getting rowdy out here is, getting down in the woods and
Yeah, we get down different out here, boy.
your Calombre's coming in on the chat. You
Ooh,
guys
that
said you
was a
were driving
lovely
on
deep one.
MB Drifts, you said?
Yeah.
What server was that again?
Server number 1, English
I was
Town.
Number one.
literally, I could have just reached out and touched you.
Bruh. That run could not have gotten any better. Promise.
I could have just reached out and touched you.
Oh, man. So normally what you'll find on the format here is we normally would have a fourth guest with us, but due to some technical difficulties and last minute changes, we didn't end up having a fourth person with us. Normally it's between 4 to 6 of us just in some general banter, discussing, like I had said, anything automotive, IRL, or virtual. We've had an exciting night over on the AEO Twitch. We've had some raids and we've had some gifted subs out there. Seems that things are starting to wind down a little bit, and as we are at the end of coming to the end of our podcast, um, I do appreciate you all tuning in. Once again, I ask that if you haven't followed, do follow the AEO Twitch.
Oh, no.
And if you haven't followed as well, go over to the Real D Skids on Twitch and give it a follow there. You can watch the streams from either location. I do ask that you guys head on over and hit swiftenergy.gg. Find in the creator tub section sliding sauce. That's from your boys truly. And you can do D Skids as a coupon code for 25% off the entire store. And on our way out here, I'm going to leave you guys with some ads from AEO Car Pack, the Discord, and the MB Drift School Patreon page. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys stay followed. And schedule is Mondays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you feel the need and would like to support the stream, you can visit patreon.com/dskids. There are multiple tiers. If a monthly subscription is not your thing, you can go on ahead down to the tip section in the About section on the Twitch page and just hit a tip and send a one-time donation. It'd be greatly appreciated. And thanks for tuning in, guys. Here's your ads, and on our way out. Yeah. Yeah, and that Discord can be found. That Discord can be found at discord.gg/AEO boys. And you'll see that coming here in a moment. If you didn't figure it out, it's Boys with a Z.
This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta. DJ Spillis, we beat the realest team on the billis. Watch out, I kill it, watch out, I spit it on the mic, feel it. Y'all can't do what I do, just admit it. I'm about to get it, money, get it. Drop it to the floor, shake my big bitties, bopping like did it. My face look pretty, y'all ain't doing shit new, I done did it. Cause I'm marvelous, fantabulous, a bad chick. The flow sick like oh shit, you know this, I'm too fit to ever quit. Knocking these fools out like pool sticks. I do this, I move this, I prove this. Bars be hard like a pound of bricks. It go up, jumps the boogie to the bang bang high. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta.
It's Missy E and DJ Skrillex. Yeah. This shit so hot, you need it. Yeah.
Hey everyone, are you passionate about cars and racing? You've got to check out the AEO Boys Discord because it's the ultimate hub for all things Assetto Corsa. Imagine a place where you can connect with like-minded individuals who share your love for tracks and the thrill of racing, because that's exactly what we're offering. We organize exclusive events that provide adrenaline-pumping, thrilling races, competitive leagues, and exciting challenges, all put together by our dedicated team. If you're into the technical side of things, our Tech Talk sessions are perfect for discussing setups, mods, and tips to boost your driving skills and performance. But it's not just about the cars and the tracks, it's about the community. We pride ourselves on having a friendly and supportive atmosphere where everyone's welcome. Whether you're a seasoned driver or just getting started, you'll benefit from the expertise and insights of experienced drivers and simulation experts and enthusiasts who are eager to share their knowledge. We're committed to continuously improving and growing to meet the needs of all racing fans. For more information and details about updates, be sure to visit our website at aeoboys.com. So are you ready to hit the virtual track with AEO Boys? Join us today at discord.gg/AEOBOYZ and unleash your passion for driving an Assetto Corsa. Rev your engines and dive into the world of virtual driving with us. Trust me, you're going to love it. Hey everyone, MB Drifts here. Join me on Patreon to elevate your drifting skills with 3 levels of drift school, personalized Assetto Corsa support, and flexible 30-minute anything goes sessions. Your support helps maintain our event servers, which we really need. Head over to patreon.com/MB_drifts and choose your tier. Let's hit the virtual track together.